player when it comes to coverage stuff, because again, whether you are 3 under 3 deep, we still are able to do those things, whether we want to play 4 under 2. You know, again, that's the great thing about having this guy is we're not really relying him on coverage. Okay, so again, we can spy the quarterback, we can do all kinds of different things, but otherwise, again, he's kind of running that middle of the field. If we see a lot of mesh stuff, maybe we bring more stack coverage or blitzes, but we'll go over that in another video. Our ram over here is the hook to curl to the away side. Again, we don't want him to expand too much. Again, basically you are expanding when need be. So he is a hook player that will get pulled to the curl. Okay? So again, we're getting pulled to that area by something happening. All right? But again, so we go from 2 receivers detached to 2 receivers attached.
Bad defense, man. Bad defense.
This is probably one of my favorite coverages. And again, guys, remember, if this receiver here was detached out here, the only thing that's really changing as opposed to quarters is it would be 2 read hawk. Okay, same thing on the last clip, right? If this number 2 is detached, we'd still play it the same way, right? Instead of quarters, it would just be 2 read cloud or 2 read sky on that side. Okay, this is our hawk, and again, like I said, this has probably become one of my favorite coverages, especially at the high school level. Again, we already talked about quarters. I'm not going to go through all the rules again on this side, but we're going to play quarters on this side. And on this side, we're going to play what we call our hawk. And our hawk means that basically we are man-to-man on the back side. And with that, we are basically man-to-man on the read side, except shallow. Again, if this guy wants to go shallow right away, we're going to get hands on and we're going to ride him inside and then basically come back out. Okay, otherwise he's man on anything deep, or again, mod technique is a lot of times what you'll hear. Okay, again, man all over, MAO or MOD mod, man on deep. Okay, our free safety, our Falcon, which again, a Falcon hawk works out fantastic, right? He is basically a flat foot read kind of guy who can fit the run where needed, and he's really a vision and break kind of player on the pass. Okay, so he's a ball hawk, right? So, and again, this right stack backer would be responsible for man to man on number 2 on this away side. If there is no number 2 coming out to the away side for this guy, he needs to start looking for crossers. Okay, he needs to start looking for crossers if no number 2 is coming out. And again, because this corner is basically sinking in here, right? He's going to get hands on a shallow. If they want to run some kind of shallow over here and then, swing a running back out, that's where, again, we're going to get our hands on and we are going to just kind of push it along in, and then sink back outside for any kind of wheel route or anything else coming out there. Okay. But again, this kid is just kind of hawking back here. All right. So if for some reason maybe this guy runs a post and he is just literally breaking on that quarterback, right? So the quarterback's open, he opens and starts breaking. He can help out on any kind of post over here. He can help out with man-to-man again. Maybe we don't get good coverage and this guy just flat out beats him out there. Well, now we have help over the top. that Falcon in the Hawk coverage is basically a free player. All right, we just asked him to basically be a vision and break kind of guy. So here I wanted to make sure to show it. So now again, just like before, we have this wide receiver stepped off. So again, our guys know, okay, 2 detached. We're going to play 2 read. 2 detached to the read side. We're going to play, okay, we're going to play 2 read. Again, 2. Does he go in, out, or vertical? If, then, right? Okay, so again, you're teaching your guys if, then. If he does this, I do this. It's very easy to go back in video and show them, hey, your guy did this, you should have done that. And it makes the teaching process a whole lot quicker. So what we have here, I showed it 2 detached, but basically you're getting that nub side or, tight end, and again, it could be a tight end in the wing. That's a very big formation that you're seeing a lot. Today is the tight end with a wing. Either way, we're pretty much going to play it the same way. Now, again, based off what they do, again, maybe our front may change. This might be a time where maybe we auto check to one of our other fronts. You never know. It's all based off game plan, guys. And remember, do what's best for your guys and is successful for you. All right. So we've already talked about 2 read. Again, we talked about cloud, meaning that basically our corner would have the flats, and then our safety has deep half on that side of the field. Now we're just playing sky, which means our safety is now down, and he has flats, and our corner has the deep half of the field. Okay, so again, our corner in this situation, especially on a nub, we want him to be a flat foot read guy to the deep half of the away side. All right, so again, there's no reason necessarily to start bailing. Again, a lot of times they want to get you kind of spread out over here, and you'll start seeing that run into the boundary or run into what they consider the weak side, especially when you're talking about a 3 front. Okay, I see it a lot. Again, this may be a time where we would do some things a little bit differently, maybe play a little different coverage behind it. But for the most part, this is where we're starting, okay? Again, this is all install and camp there. And then the final one, not going to go over too much, but again, it's just a cover 3. All right, and I like to start from our stack 5 cover 3 to teach the principles of the cover 3 coverage. All right, so we're going to teach the principles of the cover 3 from here. That way, when we start moving back to our too high shell, okay, it makes it easier when we start talking about our roll and cut cover 3, right? The kids start having an idea of where they're fitting in and what their role is. So that's pretty much it for today, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. The next video will probably drop, I can't remember if it's... Hey guys, hope everybody's having a good day. This is Coach Johnson with Shutdown Defense, and today we're going to be discussing line movements within the 3-3 and how you can get to any front using simple line movement. If this is your first time to the channel, welcome. Feel free to check out earlier videos in the series. I'll link them above. Remember to subscribe to the channel if you enjoy the content, and be sure to leave any comments or questions below. Let's go ahead and get right into it. Again, these are just our base install calls, and we wouldn't use all of these every game. So let me go ahead and start to share my screen here. All Alright, like I said guys, today's video, we're going to get right into it. I'm really big on word association, as you'll see throughout the videos. If I've said it once, I've said it 1,000 times at the high school level. You have to be able to communicate your terminology and your calls in a way that your players can understand. Okay, so regardless of what you may call these in your system, these again are ways to get into basically any front just using some simple line movement. Like I said, these are going to be our kind of base install calls here, not everything in the book. So just as a review here, we have our two ends. Normally they are stacked head up in fours. Our ram and our lion are stacked up on the ends. Our buck is set to what we are considering the strength. In this case, middle of the field. As we said in our rules in the last video, middle of the field, we're going to defer to most receivers. Okay, so the first call that we're going to go through, and again, word association, guys, is our stack rhino. All right, our rhino. So again, that word rhino is just telling our defensive line everybody's slanting to the right. Okay, again, they're slanting, they're dipping, ripping, going to get about 2 yards deep, build their house there, and again, read their keys. As they step down for the defensive end, again, he's going to be looking at this guard. If he gets a down block or something away, he's going to look to squeeze that. All right. Again, our staff backer is reading off of that tackle. If he down blocks, well, then he's going to scrape paint here and set the edge. Our tank or our nose, again, whatever you guys want to call it, completely up to you. Again, he's slanting to the right. All right, again, if he feels pressure come, he's going to, again, build that house. This end, he's working to the outside. If he gets a down block, even though he's scraping, he's going to, come back hard inside and squeeze and surf to that down block. So that is our stack rhino. Nothing, you'll see in a future video how these calls start working in with our single man pressures. That video will probably drop next Monday. So our next line movement, go to the right. Again, we use rhino because it has an R in it. It's that simple. It's really that simple. Elephant is our call to the left. Again, it has an L. So we are going elephant, everybody is slanting to the left. Again, reading off those same keys. Ends looking for that squeeze. Tank is basically looking to see if he gets the double team or starts getting, zone 2 or away. Again, guys, I think in this version of the 3-3 stack, this tank guy needs to be your dog. Okay, I mean that kid needs to be what you consider your animal player. Okay, was what your biggest, baddest dude. In a four front, he'd probably be your 3 tech. Tim, okay, our next call is Tim. Tim is just telling our ends that they're going inside. Before, again, it was we had a nose and what we played with 2 tanks in the 3 front. Before, some old terminology.